Hooray for another 3 o'clock in the morning insomniac ramble about Japanese. I was going to talk about the difference between desu and de gozaru and include some of the other honorific samas that I referred to in a note to Emma in the comments. But I think I want to start off with a couple of places where the textbook Basic Japanese Through Comics actually, I wouldn't say caused any trouble, but I had some difficulties because I went based off the book without having a teacher or taking classes. And there are times when the language barrier in Japan is incredibly frustrating. For all of you who've been out of high school, college for a few years now already, just stop and think to yourself how much of the foreign languages you studied while you were in high school have stuck with you. I mean, can you still have a conversation in French or Spanish? Because Japan is a fairly isolated society. Although the country is politically open and its citizens are eager to embrace foreign visitors. Even though English is part of the standardized curriculum in public schools, from elementary school to high school, none of it sticks because there's no purpose for it in workaday life. And so people forget, or they may remember a couple of scraps, but if you come to Japan with no understanding of Japanese, you'll find yourself in a stressful situation. I got upset when I was at McDonald's at one point because I couldn't understand the system. I didn't know what was going on. And on top of that, I was playing translator for my boyfriend at the time. And it was very upsetting because we were both tired. It was a long day. We were in Sugamo, and so we went to McDonald's after a long and grueling walk and tried to order, and I was basically worn down, and my boyfriend asked me. The only thing we knew how to order were set menus. because there were pictures on the countertop. So the little menus are all set out on the countertop at a McDonald's or and other fast food restaurants too, and you just point, okay, hamburger, and in the second column, okay, you can pick fries or your apple pie or whatever, and then in the third column you pick the drink. They don't supersize you in Japan, and the portions are classic McDonald's portions, which are like, so you get a mini meal, with a small drink, small fries, your sandwich, and that's the standard size. They have other sizes, but you don't get them in the set meals. And furthermore, we would just say in the United States, can I have a 1, can I have a 5, or whatever. In Japan, you have to ask for setto, and then they will refer you to the menu. And one of the things is in the United States, they refer to it as a meal. And that's it's a set in Japan, because the word that is used for meal is gohan, which is literally, it just means rice. Rice is so essential to the Japanese diet that when mom calls dinner, she says gohan. Lunch is gohan, breakfast is gohan. Actually, I should say breakfast is asa gohan, morning rice. Lunch is hiru gohan. Hiru gohan is literally means noon rice, and then ban gohan means evening rice. So you can't go to McDonald's and ask for a gohan because you're not getting rice. And I suppose another word for a meal set is bento. And kids, when they brown bag, typically refer to their lunch boxes as bento. Even in America, Japanese lunch specials, a lot of times are referred to in English as a lunchbox special. And what they really mean is bento or obento. A lot of words for, a lot of times there are certain words that always begin with o, and it basically means, for example, for the purpose of making it easier to understand, when I introduce these words, I write them out as the nani nani. So the tea is ocha, and whenever, even though the word for tea is cha, if you want a cup of tea, you ask for ocha. Chopsticks are hashi, but if you want to eat with a set of chopsticks, you ask for ohashi. Likewise, I was discussing with Emma, even though wolf is kami, it's referred to as the wolf, ogami. And it's treated like a compound word. In compound words, the second consonant of the first consonant of the second word is always given ten or softened. So we'll talk about